Hello everyone, welcome back to the another episode of the Rishabh Jain Show, digital marketing podcast for side hustlers. And this is your host Rishabh Jain. And in today's episode, we have a very special guest with us, and he is the founder of a tool, a company, Audiencer.io. So this tool is basically about Facebook advertising and finding the hidden interest. So uh, we are going to discuss a lot about it, and also the he is going to share with you some valuable framework that you can follow to make your ads profitable. So just stay tuned and listen the whole episode. You are going to get a lot of value. So let me just introduce the guest of the today, Mr. Petru.
Yeah, Petru.
Yes.
Hi. Thanks for
Hello.
having me.
Hey Petro, how are you guys? How are you, man?
I'm great. Thank you.
Okay, so before we start, I just want you to introduce yourself. Tell about yourself to the audience so that they can understand and connect with you. Yeah,
Yeah,
go.
so basically, I'm a one-man show. I developed this product myself. I'm the founder and the owner of Audiencer.io, and I developed this myself. I'm promoting it myself. I am running the support myself. I mean, the support is rather empty because I spend quite a bit of time understanding my users and what they do. I used, if you know, there's a tool called Hotjar,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that
yeah.
tool you can use it to install. You can install it on your website, and
Yes,
because
for
this
heat
is a
maps.
web platform, not for the heat maps, but for the actual recordings. Like
Oh,
when I developed, this is the second version of Audiencer, and when I developed it, I had users that didn't know what to do. Like it was a new user experience, and for them it was kind of confusing in the start. So I used this Hotjar to see where people click, or where they tend to go, where I need to move the buttons around. So this is how I lowered the support tickets basically to zero. So right now I get support tickets from time to time, maybe only to ask me about some deal or some feature or some crazy stuff like that. But literally no complaints. So I would
oh,
say people are genuinely happy with the tool I've built.
that's really great. Means having no complaints and satisfying customer. I think this is
Yeah,
one of the biggest satisfaction for any entrepreneur out there. So it's
yeah.
it's it's really feels great when you have the customers and they are actually loving your product.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I
yeah.
mean,
So I I, I initially launched this back in 2018. I had a soft launch, and then in 2019 I launched with a proper launch with affiliates and all that. And until now we have like 6,000, just a bit under 6,000 customers. And yeah, it's a great product. I like to call it the Tesla of targeting, because
okay.
I put some time into developing it, and even though it's a small scope app, um, it's very clever, and it does the best job on the market. So basically, it gives you recommendations even better than Facebook does. So if you go to the ads manager and you type something like, let's say, dogs or whatever, I like to use this example of dogs because it was the first example I started using while developing the platform, and I kept on using it. So I got used to it. Um, so if you go and type dogs in the ads manager, you're going to get about 20-25 results, and those results are the broadest, most insignificant interests you could target. Whereas if you come to Audiencer and look up interests, you're going to see stuff like clicker training, flyball, other training tactics,
Okay,
food
okay. So basically,
brands, TV
we are going to get
shows.
a lot of hidden interest that generally Facebook don't suggest in its or in its ad manager, right?
Yeah. I mean, they're hidden because Facebook doesn't show them right at the top. But
Yeah,
if you search for them, or if you use
you
the
will find
API,
it.
you're going to see them. So basically, right now, Facebook has somewhere over 200,000 interests you can target, and
2000 and
audience are
200,000
Hmm?
interest. Yes.
Yeah, 220 actually, something
Oh,
like that.
it's huge.
Yeah, yeah, that's a lot of targeting in there. So
Yeah, yeah,
imagine when going to the ads manager and seeing only 25 results. That's pretty disappointing. And if you searched, for example, for Caesar Milan or some other personality, you would find them for sure. But you kind of have to know that, or to do your proper research, to go to Google, to find brands, to find personalities, to find
yeah, yeah,
publication
yeah.
books, whatever. And while doing this, imagine you lose a lot of time. And if you're an agency, if you're a freelancer, and have to onboard new clients, and you do this pretty often, you lose all of this time uh, pretty much on a daily basis. Like this isn't useful only when getting new customers. It's useful also if you have like, let's say, a more broad store, like a general store, and you add a new line of products. Like, let's say you focus on dogs for now, and then you want to add cat stuff. So when you do this, if you wanted to look alike your previous audiences, you could not, because all of your efforts would be focused on the dogs niche. So look-aliking a dog's niche and wanted to sell cat stuff probably wouldn't work.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is this is the second reason why you need to use interest targeting when targeting cold audiences.
Okay, so we will really are going to deep into this topic, but before we go into deep in this topic, I want to ask you one more question. Like, what is the backstory? Like, how you have got this idea to start Audiencer and start your entrepreneurial journey? What's that
Yeah,
backstory?
my entrepreneurial journey started way long ago, like way before Audiencer. And I remember back in 2017-ish, I had a software. I still have it. It just doesn't sell that much. It's called websitecountdown.com, and it's that kind of software that you can use to create widgets, countdown timers that
Okay.
you can add to your website to, for example, to create urgency. Like if you have a promo
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
limited
yeah, yeah.
and you want people to be redirected after that, if
Okay,
they
okay,
lost the opportunity, you'll
okay,
use this kind of timer. So
okay,
this is an evergreen timer. But I had this issue because I used to be before this, I used to be a web developer, and
okay,
I still programmed till like 2018. And I had this tendency to try to do everything myself. And that
okay.
product, the countdown timer thing, I built it because I had a client that for each website they were launching, they had me build a countdown timer. So for me, it got frustrating to do this like all the time. So I
Again and
built my
again.
tool and was using that. So after building this tool, I tried to sell it, but
Yeah.
with this mentality of build it and they will come, I failed a couple of times.
Okay,
I,
okay.
I mean, I feel like maybe I retired over 20 products so far.
Really?
And yeah, I mean, I got a lot of crazy ideas, like,
Yes, yes, yes. It happens. It happens. And it's true. Like we cannot get success in one go. We have to try and try and try
yeah,
and
exactly.
until
And
it
my ideas
actually hits it.
weren't necessarily based on the problems the markets were facing, but were my ideas and my way of innovating the industries and the internet, maybe in general.
Yeah.
So when you want to innovate, the bad side of it is you need a lot of budget and a lot of marketing to educate people.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
when Russell Brunson came with ClickFunnels, they did a lot of education regarding funnels and how good they are. A funnel is basically just a chain of pages. It's
Yes,
nothing more
yes,
than that.
definitely. Yeah.
But
We
but
are
you
connected in
putting
a
them in
logical
that
sequence.
chain,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. So they had to do a lot of education, and I didn't. So at some point, to go back to the audience or story, I wanted to run ads, and I ran a couple ads, and I was targeting keywords like marketing, ads, no ads, sorry, marketing and broad stuff. So at some point in a group, someone suggested to someone else that you could target Frank Kern and Russell Brunson, and I was like, how could you possibly know
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
So that's when I figured there has to be tons of data you can target, and I went and dug into the Facebook API and found my way in. So
Actually, I just want to stop you for a moment. This is
yeah,
exactly what my third question is, that what's that epiphany? What is that moment that actually uh, have given you this idea that you should start audiencer? Yes. So this is what you are sharing,
yeah,
right?
yeah. That discovery that you could target Frank Kern and Russell Brunson, and that was my epiphany moment. And then I did a bit of research, and I saw, for me being an experienced programmer, it wasn't that much of a hard job to build this tool. And instead of just going in and researching interest and just searching using the API, I came with this idea of organizing them into niches. So basically, all you now have to do, Audiencer organizes this interest into niches, and people contribute to this intelligence. Like whenever they find interest and they consider them as being good in that niche, audiencer learns that. So basically,
Okay.
after growing this to 6,000 people, we now have like over 3,000 keywords that represent these niches.
Oh, wow.
So there's a high chance, like not you even if you're not in the dog niche or fishing or whatever, so some of these broad niches, you can go even if you're targeting programmers or
Okay.
I don't know, crazy stuff. You can go and type in your niche inside of Audiencer, and it's going to give you a bunch of ideas. Like
Bunch of ideas.
in this dogs niche, basically you can target. I think it's around 400 interests.
Okay.
So
Crazy.
most people, especially in the dropshipping industry, most people don't even have the budget to test this many interests.
Okay. Okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Means it's a lot of interest, and means you have to run multiple campaigns to actually target these keywords. True.
yeah. And whenever you find a keyword that's working for you and you want to scale it vertically and pump in more money into it, you can do that.
Yeah,
And if it doesn't work, but it still works with a lower budget, you can still scale that campaign using more keywords
yeah.
to target. So
Yes,
this is
yes.
very helpful because it helps you scale in two directions.
Okay, okay, okay. Amazing, amazing. So, uh, what I'm getting right now is like, first thing that you will find, you will type any niche or any keyword, and you will get a lot of related keywords,
Yeah,
that you can target in your campaigns. And also,
yeah,
what one other thing that I could understand is like audiencer also learns. So it's a smart tool which actually collects data and suggest things accordingly, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So basically,
Yeah.
Audiencer now has over 300,000 data points that it crunches. And whenever you go and search for something, you find the result, you add it to an audience, Audiencer learns from that. So basically, this way, the more users on the platform, the more it learns, the better the suggestions it will give you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So it's a very
Amazing.
smart algorithm.
Yeah, yeah. So it's actually a smart tool that learns
Yeah.
itself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
Amazing.
learns from people, and it builds this community driven intelligence to
Okay.
suggest you the interest to target.
Okay. Amazing. So,
Yeah.
like you were also talking about, when we are talking last day, you were talking about some framework that you want to share with the audience. So what that framework is, that will help the audience to understand and run their ads profitably.
Yeah. So it's basically a small framework that helps you test, helps you research and test, because many people have this problem where maybe they nail their targeting and they screw up their copy, or they figure out the copy and they screw up their targeting. But you have to, in any market, you kind of have to have all the three pillars in place. You have to have the offer, you have to have the avatar to have a match between the offer and the avatar, and you have to bring the two together with the proper messaging. So
Yes, yes, true.
considering people do have a good offer, I mean, I don't know whatever they're selling, uh, this framework, I built it basically to help people with targeting and with copy. So the first thing is researching copy, and it's basically just going into the social media like YouTube, Facebook groups, and see where your avatar basically flocks together. Um, and from there, you want to see whatever posts, whatever comments get the most engagement. Like if you spot problems, if you spot desires, if you spot common beliefs, common misbeliefs, then you can grab all of those, you can put them together, and you can use them as angles for your copy. For example, in the ads industry, one big problem is let's say in the dropshipping industry, there are people that aren't doing e-commerce because they think you have to have inventory, right? So this dropshipping industry proves a point, like you don't have to have
Yeah,
the inventory. So you can use this angle, like if you want to educate someone, or if you want to use this kind of copy as an angle, you can. So basically you have to study your avatar, and it's like building your avatar, not using useful stuff like useless stuff like their education, their marriage, their whatever. You have to build your avatar by figuring out what they read, what problems they have, what desires they have, who they
yes,
follow, and you can use that as angle. So if you can find an angle that somehow ties into your problem. So for example, in my case, a good angle would be people usually think it's their copy, that they're creative, that's screwing up their campaigns, but it may as well be the targeting. So I
targeting.
can use them thinking about copy being the wrong one, and saying in my copy, hey, do you think your copy is wrong? No, you're wrong. The real
Yes,
reason why you're not successful with your ads is because your targeting is off, and here's
yes,
how you can fix it. And then I can move the
yes,
attention to my product. So this is the first pillar of the framework. And then you need to figure out your targeting. You need to go into audiencer. I mean, you could do it the slow way, the painful way, like going into Facebook, going into Google, searching, losing a lot of time, or you can take the business class and go to audiencer, choosing a couple of interests, diving deeper. One thing I didn't mention with audiencer, you can select a couple of interests that you want to dive deeper from, and ask for suggestions. I think you're breaking up again.
yeah, yeah. I think your video is also stopping a little bit. Uh, Maybe there is some internet issue right now. Uh, Let me just see it from my
For me,
side.
yeah. So we had a bit of an interruption.
Yeah,
Um, I was saying one thing I didn't mention with audiencer is, if you want to, you can really dive deeper. Like for example, if you found four interests in the dog's niche, one is Purina, one is Yams, the third one is flyball, and the last one is clicker training or obedience training. If you targeted dog trainers, it would make sense to target slang that's related to their occupation, like clicker training, like obedience training, and stuff like that. So with audiencer, you can do this. You can select those interests that you're wanting to research, to go deeper. And from there, you can there's a button inside of Audiencer. You can click on the suggestions button, and it will give you more stuff related to whatever you're searching.
Okay.
So that's another very powerful feature with Audiencer.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is basically the second step. First step was the researching for copy,
Yes, I think.
finding those angles
Yes.
that you could use to start the copy and then to switch into your product, into your offer. Then the second step was to discover those interests you want to target, to pick them up from Audiencer. And the third step is obviously to test them together. And the point here is to find a winning combination or multiple winning combinations between angles and interests. So basically, you want to test one interest with one copy, then another interest, another copy. Or you can group together. You can have one interest with three variations of the copies to see what's working. And once you have discovered the winning combination, then you can deploy, that's what's working, right? So if you have a winning interest and winning ad, and you want to test other ads against that interest, because that interest is the right one, you can test new copy. Because if you didn't know that, you don't know why a campaign is failing. Is it failing because of the interests of the targeting? Is it failing because of the copy? Is it failing because of the ad creative?
Yes.
So
Yes.
once you found the winning combination, then you can expand it. You can split test using one single variable. So it can be the ad creative, the copy, the targeting, and other things like website copy and all of that.
Yeah.
But basically, this is how you do it. And once you've found winning combination, you can expand. You can go find more interest. So once you have your winning copy, you can go to find more interests and to target those, and find more winning combinations. And from there, combinations. And from there, you can group them together and broaden your audience and give Facebook more room to actually find you more customers. So this is in short the framework. It's a simple framework. Anybody can understand it, and it's very powerful, very useful.
Okay. So it's a three-step framework. The first step
Yep.
is you have to research the copy. And for that, you
Yep.
can go into various groups and various forums where we will see what people are talking about.
Yep.
And then we will just pick the hooks from there. And in the second is, and we are going to use these hooks as an angle in our copy. So this is what the first step is. Then in the second step, we are going to go into the audiencer and we are going to find the targeting. Yeah, is it right?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
so we will go
Yep.
into the audience here, do our targeting, pick the words that we want to target. And in the third step, what we are going to do, we are going to test the combination of the angle that we have picked and the targeting that we have picked, and we will try to find out the winning one. So this is the whole framework. This is the whole step that we need to follow to get our winning combination, so that we can scale it from there, right?
Yep.
Okay, amazing.
That's great.
Amazing.
And you could add even a fourth step, actually. Like if you don't have an offer and you want to test the offer as well, you could go in the ads library and see who else is selling stuff in your industry, and see whatever they're promoting. Go figure out their ads and see whatever they give away, whatever they sell, whatever they're promoting. And from there, you can create something similar. Not necessarily, you don't need to copy your competition, but you can create something similar, or you can create something based on those pain points you found while researching copy. Like in the ads industry, if you discover, for example, a big problem is Facebook blocking accounts, right? So if you figured out a way of avoiding this, like some sort of checklist, you can build that into a product and put it on the market.
Yes. So it's going to be even more powerful when you go into library and see that what's actually working, what people are using in their offers. Take inspiration and use it in your own copy and in your own offers, right? So Amazing. I think
That is correct.
this is a really powerful framework that people can use. So I think the people out there are actually loving the framework and getting value from this episode. So if you are really liking the episode, just let me know in the comment, so that we will know that yes, exactly, you are getting value from the episode. So now
Yeah.
we are moving to the next part where I want to ask you the question, one question, and I want you to give the answer in a very uh, a bullet point manner. So my question is that what are
Okay.
the three benefits that you can tell to the audience that they can get immediately, that okay, these are the three top benefits of using audiencer.
Yeah. So the first benefit would be
I think your audio got stuck.
finding those hidden interests.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Now it's okay. Go on.
Okay. So I was saying the first benefit would be to find those hidden interests from Facebook, those interests that Facebook does not display them at the top of the list, so to speak. The second thing is the ability to actually dive deeper as much as you can to find those interests you want to target. The third thing is the speed. Like
Speed.
there is no app
Amazing.
out there, and especially Facebook, that helps you figure out your targeting this fast.
Yes. Speed. Really, I like this thing because I have also used the tool when you have given the access to me, and I really find it very fast to find tons of keywords that actually very difficult
Yep.
to find when you go to Google or some other
Yep.
places. So
Yep.
it's definitely it's going to save a lot of time if people actually use this tool. Amazing.
Yep.
Amazing. So now, in the next segment, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you a few questions, and it's more like a rapid fire. So I want you the very quick answers of these few questions, and then we will conclude. So my first question is uh, your top three business lessons tips for my audience. Top three, and it should be in a very bullet point manner. Okay, thank you.
Top three what?
Top three business lessons for my audience.
Oh, business in general.
Yeah, in general, as an entrepreneur, top three things that
Yeah.
people should follow.
Yeah. Never quit. Fail fast. Fail forward.
Amazing. Never quit. Self.
Fail fast. Fail forward.
Okay,
I mean,
amazing.
test. Fail fast. Never quit. It's obvious. Failing fast is doing those mistakes. I mean, never waiting to test something. If you have an idea, just go do it, because overanalyzing it is going to take a lot of your time, and eventually you're going to screw up just by your mindset, just because of your mindset, because you're going to do something stupid and screw it up. So if you get an idea, just believe in it and try to implement it as fast as you can.
Yes. Because when as fast as you will apply the idea, you will know exactly that it's working or not, and you can switch to the another thing. So it's very important that you actually
Yeah.
execute the things. I got it. So my next question is,
Yeah.
what are those three people that inspires you the most?
Three people.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a hard one.
Okay.
uh, that's a hard one. One would be Russell Brunson, Tony Robbins. I don't know. I mean, there's probably more than three, but
Okay. You can just
it
tell
depends.
three. One more. Russell Brunson,
Elon Musk. I
Elon
guess
Musk.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk, amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elon Musk
Yeah.
is, I think, every entrepreneur actually loves that person. He's so innovative and so bold in everything that he do. So amazing. Yeah, and I think for me also these people are actually very inspiring. So yeah, we are on the same page on this question. Yeah. So now next question is, do you read books? And if yes, then what is your favorite book?
Yeah, I actually read a lot. Actually, I don't read. I mostly listen to them. I used to read on my Kindle. but a while ago I discovered the Audible app,
Yes,
and one of
amazing.
the craziest books I've ever listened to is 100 Million Offers by Alex Hormozy.
Harmozy,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah, amazing book.
you finish it in like 2 hours as opposed to other books that take you like millions of years to listen to them, and you get so much value that you kind of want to go back and listen it again and again and again.
Again, yes, yes, yes,
So
yes. The book,
100
really,
million
really
dollars
powerful book.
offers.
Yes, yes, amazing. Because I have also like fond of Audible. I have like listened around till now I've listened around 10, 12 books in Audible, and I think it's really very very convenient for anyone to just go travel anywhere and just keep listening, even doing any other work. So it's very
Yeah,
convenient for me.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
yeah.
also do.
You can use the Audible app and listen to audiobooks, even when you're walking, when you're running, when you're
Yes,
driving, when
yes,
you
yes,
do whatever chores in the house. Yeah, so as opposed to the Kindle where you need to stay focused with
yes,
your vision, with your eyes.
yes, yes, yes. This is what I love about Audible as well. So amazing. This
Yeah.
is amazing. Now, okay. So my next question is, okay, this is the last one. So, what is the one productivity hack that you want to suggest for entrepreneurs and the audience? The productivity hack that make you efficient.
One product that I like.
No, no, not product. Productivity hack means we as an entrepreneur like uh need to be productive, right? So what is that one
Productivity
thing that
hack.
you follow to be more
Yeah,
productive?
yeah. Throw your phone in the trash.
Yeah, amazing,
Yeah,
amazing. This is what
yeah,
actually very very useful tip, and I think the audience who is listening
yeah.
should follow this thing.
Once you do this, your productivity will at least triple.
Yes,
Because at least for me, whenever I'm getting notifications, I tend to want to read them, and whenever I do so, I tend to spend a little bit more time chatting, speaking, looking at TikToks, 9gag, whatever. Even email is disturbing me. Yeah, so if you want to be more productive, put your telephone, your smartphone, sorry, on do not disturb mode or airplane mode or something, so you don't
really.
get notifications. Yeah,
Yes, yes, I can relate with that because phone is actually creates a lot of distraction when we are into the focus mode and
yep.
working. The notifications are definitely going to distract you, and it is going to reduce your productivity very much. So very very useful hack, and I think everyone should use this. So thank you very much, Petro, for coming to the show and sharing your story and the framework and telling us about audiencer. So it's great talking to you, and I think the audience actually got a great value from this episode. So, guys, if you really loved this episode and what Petro have shared with you, just go and share this episode in your network. Share it with everyone so that we can reach out to more and more people. So that's all for today's episode, guys. And Petro, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Anything else you want to add in the end?
No, no. Thanks for having me.
Okay, okay. So thank you very much, guys. That's all for today's episode. See you in the next episode very soon. Till then, stay blessed, stay awesome. This is your host Rishabh Jain signing off. Thank you.